With tank warfare very much back on the agenda as the war in Ukraine rages on, Germany's Rheinmetall company today unveiled its latest main battle tank, the KF51 Panther, armed with a huge 130mm caliber main gun. This private venture design is aimed as a long-term successor to the widely used Leopard 2 within the German army, but may well attract interest from other European countries looking at the future of their own armored forces as they reconfigure to face the threat of an increasingly belligerent Russia. The KF51 Panther, the name of which recalls the legendary Nazi German tank of World War II, was presented today at the Eurosatory Land Defense Exhibition in Paris by Rheinmetall CEO Armin Paperger. So far, the company has released very little in the way of information about the new MBT and its specifications. The tank reportedly weighs around 65 tons. This makes it lighter than the Leopard 2, which, in its latest 2A7V form, tips the scales at a little over 70 tons, according to the German Army. Powered by the same 1,475 horsepower diesel engine, that should help to ensure the Panther has improved mobility compared to its predecessor. Overall, the Panther is lighter than a lot of current Western MBTs, notably later versions of the US-made M1 Abrams, with an overall weight in combat of over 70 tons. It is perhaps only a little surprising that the designers did not opt for a more modern propulsion arrangement, such as a hybrid power plant, but the chosen solution should make it quicker and easier to develop and produce. The new MBT also has its firepower boosted thanks to a smoothbore 130mm caliber main gun compared to the 120mm weapon on the Leopard 2. This reflects a broader interest in moving to increased caliber tank armament, and the gun itself is something that Rheinmetall has been working on for some time now. According to Paperger, the 130mm gun is more than 50% more effective than the Leopard 2's gun and will offer much longer range. It will fire both kinetic energy suborbit projectiles and programmable explosive ammunition. Other armament is planned to include a 12.7mm coaxial machine gun and an optional remote-controlled weapon station. There will also be provisions for launchers for Hero 120 loitering ammunition, drones, and undisclosed missiles, perhaps of the type that would provide localized air defense, since there is no mention, so far, of an anti-aircraft machine gun. In terms of protection, there are few details of what the Panther offers, although Rheinmetall has asserted that the crew will be better protected than in the Leopard 2 and will benefit from active, reactive, and passive protection technologies. The Rheinmetall Strike Shield active protection system will be fitted to defend against threats such as anti-tank weapons and suicide drones. Originally known as APS Gen 3, Strike Shield was the first system of its kind to pass the stringent independent safety evaluation. That should have helped allay potential customers' fears that these types of defenses might pose significant risks to friendly troops and innocent bystanders. While the Leopard 2 has a crew of 4, this is reduced to 3 in the Panther: commander, gunner, and driver, aided by the introduction of an autoloader to feed ammunition to the main gun. An additional 4th crew member can be included if required, for example, an additional specialist or platoon commander. The crew will be provided with digital networking capabilities to be more effective on the battlefield, and each soldier will also have access to data from all sensors, weapons, power pack, and other subsystems, which can be called up as required. With each crew member able to take over tasks from the others, the tank also lends itself to be configured with unmanned turrets in the future, Rheinmetall says, and perhaps even a version that's entirely unmanned. The Panther is a truly software-defined tank fully enabled to collect and disseminate information on the multi-domain battlefield. Deep integration of modern BMS and software-defined communication systems enables forces to operate in collaborative combat environments, such as cross-platform sensor-to-shooter links. The Panther is designed to control assigned uncrewed aerial vehicles such as onboard or off-board drones, loitering ammunition, and a range of uncrewed ground vehicles. The fully digitized system and common crew stations are the enablers for true human-machine teaming and control of wingman UGVs that cover capabilities such as platoon-level air and drone defense. Based on the needs of the crew, we have developed workstations that are unmatched in their integration. The Panther is designed for a crew of 3, supporting future force structures with reduced numbers of soldiers. 2 crew stations are located in the chassis, with one dedicated to the driver and an optional station dedicated to a company commander, a drone operator, or a wingman pilot. The fully digitized NGVA architecture allows for seamless sensor and effector integration both within the platform and cross-platform. Sensor and weapon control assignments can be passed between crew members instantly. Each workstation can hand over and take over tasks and roles from others with no reduction of functionality. As the turret and weapons control are also provided to the chassis-based workstations, future upgrades being planned include uncrewed turrets and remotely operated Panthers.